Previously on Metaphor ReFantazio.
Probably that day of calamity he's been raving about.
Guys, I'm calling it right now. He's gonna use the scepter to call the big moon down to land on us and destroy the planet.
No. Bizzle, that's the plot of Majora's Mask.
Yeah, but he looks just like him. Why wouldn't he do it?
And now back to Shin Megami Hacker Persona Overlord. Full body HD remaster. NicoB! Back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. When we last left off, Bizzle and crew here continue their way through the catacombs, fight off all manner of weird doodads and royal guards and breaking shields and shit, for finally finding the necromancer who's just kind of camping out in the hallway throwing chunks of bone at us.
But he won't harm his dear old boy toy Luis here.
Oh, screw you guys, I'm going home. So he steals the scepter, runs to the roof, and he's like, I've got it. I've got the scepter. No one can stop me now. And then the giant moon man goes, oh yeah, no. And yoinks that shit away.
Sorry, no ultimate power for you.
And after we rush up there and thoroughly give him an ass beating, oh no, his day of calamity. It was somebody in that fucking giant human body over there. You know, in retrospect, that might have been kind of obvious. He's a necromancer, dead thing. Maybe we should have swooped that body out of the streets or gotten a fucking snowplow or something to push it away out, whatever. He's fucking here. And he's like a weird giant Eggman. Very human-like. But of course, he can't stand up to the might of Bizzle and team
for their ability to fight as one and also to recognize incredibly niche artists.
Yeah, apparently this whole painting, that like much of the human designs in this game are all based off the art of a Dutch Renaissance artist, Hieronymus Bosch. And even this weird looking dude is literally ripped right out of a painting of his called The Garden of Earthly Delights. See, look, there he is. Looks exactly like him. That's actually kind of cool. But with him defeated,
peace has returned to the town.
Sort of. Still a lot of political stuff going on as the Council of Weirdos here tries to figure out what to do. And now we got a few days to kill until our next big event. Now, I did see a number of you guys sort of bring up a few things in regards to my opinion on the whole funeral thing, feeling a bit rushed. And someone had a good comment was Ucha Nekome, who last episode said, I think the whole point of the King's Rock coming out of nowhere was to blindside everyone, especially Forden. The whole point was that it was weird and unexpected. Meanwhile, Luis had this whole plan with Zorba already going on. He planted him and his cronies in the Grand Cathedral ahead of time. So when he seemingly showed up out of nowhere, it was because Luis wanted to secure the scepter before Forden, not knowing the King's Rock would have kept it out of Forden's hands anyway. Meanwhile, we come in not knowing any of this was going to happen, trying to kill Luis. Basically, several plans take/secure/protect the throne all converged at once, clashing, making the whole thing a freaking mess. It seems awkward because we are looking at it from the protagonist's perspective. He was just there to save a friend. But if you think about it logically, of course Luis would pull something like this on the day of the king's funeral so he could steal the throne. Of course, the king had a contingency plan in place so not just anyone could take his magic and the throne. Of course, the king knew that upon his death. Forden, whose natural life is longer than the king's, was planning to slip in and take the throne quietly when he inevitably died. It makes sense for these things to happen. After all, the death of a king is a messy business, and we with our pure intentions got caught up in the mess. I mean, I suppose that is true. And then that's like what makes that scene sort of confusing, right, to us. I just want to make clear what it is that why I find it weirdly rushed. And it's not even the fact that like, okay, all of these things happening, right, were bad. It was more that so many things happened and got introduced all at the same time within like a 5-minute period that it was a little bit like, holy mother of overload, Batman. But I think the thing that really like sort of sealed it for me, like I probably would have been fine up to the point where they introduced the necromancer guy and he came out. We had no idea, like literally never seen this guy before. He comes out, summons a bunch of dead dudes, pisses off, and we just beat the guys up and we're like, all right, we're gonna go now stop whatever this day of calamity thing is that he said. We have literally no idea what it is, what he's trying to do or what any of that could possibly mean, but we just assume it's a bad thing. And that to me, I think is where I think the crux of it is. It seems weird to me that like our mission is to stop this guy when we don't even know what the fuck he's doing. We don't know what that is until the very, very end. That's all I'm trying to say, is that scene has so many things happen at once that it felt like my brain just couldn't keep up with it. And it just felt like too many things put into like a small scene because none of it was left to sink in. And I thought just the necromancer sort of just being tossed in and then like running away and us chasing after him for reasons that we don't have any actual reason other than we just think he works for Luis and Luis bad, you know? And Dave Calamity, I guess, sound bad. That's kind of the crux behind why I felt a little weird. I'm sort of comparing this in some ways to how Persona 5 handled all of its deadlines and its bad guys, right? For the most part, we always had a reason for having a deadline and doing what we did. Even like in the one with Yusuke, remember when we were trying to stop Yusuke from reaching his deadline before it manifested into something different, but just because it was like, because Lady Ann's gonna get naked or something, you know? Some dumb shit like that. But this was like it was just weird to me that as the first like deadline that we essentially had a guy who we didn't even know what he was trying to do. As such, the game felt like it hadn't actually like started yet to me. Like we're just kind of going through the motions without understanding why. That's essentially what I mean. But I also understand what you mean that it was a messy situation. It's intended to be sort of confusing. And after, you know, all is said and done, we got to the end of it, and yeah, I understand it a lot better now. It's just more that I think pacing wise, it could have maybe been done a little bit better, but I'm not holding that much. It's not much of a hang up. It's not like I think the game sucks now. And clearly there's a number of you just don't agree with me. And that's fine, dude. We don't always have to agree. Usually we all, I think, have general feelings that actually kind of match up pretty well. I say about like almost 95% of the time. But occasionally I might say something that you guys are like, I don't know, Nico, I think you're kind of full of shit. And that's absolutely okay. That's absolutely okay. But just don't be an asshole about it. And I'm also always willing to listen to people like argue a point or something. So like Uchi Nakome, who truly thank you for arguing your point and not being an asshole about it. And it's for that reason you are comment of the day. By the way, we technically have actually seen the bird race up till now. That's what Maria, like, is half bird person. Yeah, I guess that probably wouldn't make sense. Her wings were so much smaller though, and the other ones, I don't know, she looks so vastly different. I don't know, I guess I just didn't make the connection that that's what her other half was. But yeah, I guess that would make sense. Oh yeah, actually this guy over here has wings too, doesn't he? Look at that. Look at this man. Everyone paid too much attention to all these NPCs out here. Kill them now! I think you guys said there's actually like ways you can sort of see if there's like new stuff in town. Is it based on like here's the psst, psst, psst. Come on, beggars, sing more and more of them these days. Oh, they drifted in from some village that was attacked by monsters a while ago. Yes, leader. No, Halala, was it? Some name like that. Oh, so disgrace the Clamar name. And after you do that, you actually can't talk to them again. But it's a way you can sort of easily tell when there's new like updates on things. But another thing, you guys also brought up, there is actually other stuff to find here. If I actually look around a bit more, let me see if I can find it. Aha! Those weird gold beetle things. Okay, I should probably be doing that a little bit more than just simply menuing around everywhere. Let's see if I go in the item shop and examine the Oh, that's kind of hard to see, isn't it? Almost like that was part of the UI, but yeah, if you move it around, you can see that. Can I? Yeah. How do I get back there? Weird. How do I actually look over there? Wait, what? There's a vial that glows with a mesmerizing light. The vial's shattered.
You break it, you buy it. And that bottle sort of cracked anyway. I'm just kidding. You weren't hurt, were you? Cat, what was inside if you like?
Oh. Wait, is that not it? That was something separate? What about the thing right there? So I guess it is worth exploring, but I guess that's what you're referring to, not the giant glowy yellow thing over there? Is there like a back door in here? There was another golden beetle. Looks like that's what that is back there. I guess not. That's so fucking weird. Wow. That was like a double plot twist there. It was like, oh, there it is, right there. It's this thing. Oh, hold on, no. Then it made me think it was like, oh wait, is it a mirror? Am I like seeing a reflect? No, it's like there's a person right there. All right, I guess that's just nothing. I guess that bucket is just glowing for no reason, because I literally can't get over there, and it's driving me crazy. Why is that shining over there? Why was the thing you want me to look for over there? So many questions. All right, while I'm here, let's go ahead and appraise a bunch of shit too. Iron sword, okay. So, a superior metal sword. A silver claymore. Iron greatsword. Grand jacket. Another grand jacket. Something that I skipped over by accident. And some rusted bracers. All right, nothing too crazy.
Right. Extending your battery's not a bad idea. Plus, looks like none of the soldiers from the recruitment interview are here. If anyone gets suspicious, we can fake it by mentioning Hulkenberg.
Thank you, smug Gallica. Probably something else in here, though. Ha! Another beetle. I swear to God, there's a beetle in that shot. It's the same glow. Why the fuck can I not? Do I gotta look at it like I'm in fucking Yakuza or some shit? This guy have something to say?
Hear the news. They're armed to defeat a human. Splendid, isn't it?
I did that.
Let's free the soldiers for a bit. Hopefully those wanted posters of Heisman will catch their eye.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, the captain's gone. Greg, this is the mess. My work is piling up. What, you here for boundings? Oh, sure, have a look.
You accept bounty requests at the recruitment center. These targets are very powerful, but you'll be rewarded in kind. Bounty requests are added over time, so don't forget to check back.
It's good you haven't found out. You're just worrying too much. These guys don't seem very smart.
Man-Eater Mangela, Fiend of the Waste. You slay the Man-Eater Mangela in Tradia Desert, south of the Grand Trad. The informant at the Hush Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad should have more details. Sounds good.
10,000 reef just to feed this monster? Guess he must really be struggling with it.
So call your attention. This request to slay Man-Eater Manjula, spirit of the desert south of the Grand Trad.
Yes, thank you. I can read.
You know, as the run of the desert usually hides in the entourage from wild dogs. To get enough wild dogs will show itself eventually. Military short-handed, this one's been difficult to handle. So you want a contract?
Hell yeah.
You're brave as someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. In the desert, go through the large gate south of the street. After you walk, you'll find a bit. Also, beasts are no liquor set out there. You run into a swarm of sandworms if you're unlucky, so be aware. As to the details, your 200 staff gave you so much, so go ask an informant. Okay.
Bring back the Rampager tail.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Increase your courage as well. Lord of the Tradia Desert.
Want in on this?
You should have heard of that stretch of the desert to the south. That's the Tradia Desert. It lies beyond the large gate. Most travelers and cargo arrive at Grand Trad after making their way through that desert. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling through it. They're harassed on the journey by swarms of Valmo and giant monstrous birds. Threats are too numerous to name, but the worst is the Man-Eater Manjula. Word is, not only does its breath burn like fire, it also spreads foul poison. If you fight it, you should be wary of its howl. In addition to being resistant to the heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. The blaze only invigorates it, so mind your tactics. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. Just remember that and prepare accordingly. That's all I know. Unless you want to end as another set of bones, I better know where to run. Okay?
So another interesting thing. So apparently, if I go in here, I get to see when somebody's like ready to level up. Though granted, it's funny. I see that Katharina is ready, but if I do this, I'd like to go visit, but I'm not sure where they are at the moment. Besides, they just may not be around. I think you guys said that apparently you can also, like, the way the system works in this game is that you're not like limited to like specific days. They're just going to be available, but there's like, after you've hung out with them once, there's like a 1-day cooldown before you can hang out with them again. So that's cool. That's actually kind of interesting. I wonder if these are all voiced. Well, I guess we'll find out.
I know that there's little left to do, but wait. He has made me more restless than anything. That's right. Have you a moment to talk?
Sure.
Lily, I have a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. Hope I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens, if you were me?
I'd get some exercise. I'd read a book. I'd get some exercise.
Sound enough. And thus occupied with your exertions, your mind is cleared of distraction. Then how about it? Would you like to train in swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. Seems like an opportunity to start you on some formal training.
Check bond. She likes sublime spoonful. Spoonful of what, though? All right, let's do it.
All right.
In that case, we shall need some training swords. To the weapon shop with us.
Huzzah!
All right.
Oh, they're not voiced. Balls. That's a little disappointing.
A fine balanced weapon, no. Just for trading only, but you never know it from the grip and swing. Just most nostalgic. I once trained with the blade when I'd just become a royal guardswoman myself.
So as she talks so elegantly.
'Tis thee, thou Thutha! 'Twas not long after joining that I was assigned to the prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger, even than you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, Join a comrade of not mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost. Despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was the better.
Sounds like a worthy opponent. Sounds tough. What was he like? Sounds like a worthy opponent.
Well,
Sounds like he was a worthy opponent.
Nothing less.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you do still get little bits. Interesting, but that doesn't actually affect your leveling up with them. Interesting. It's just extra bonus points. I actually don't mind that too much, you know?
It was next to him that I improved my by leaps and bounds.
Aha, yeah, and then now it finally tells you. Getting mag through interactions. When interacting with a follower or ally, giving them a response that moves their heart, you may obtain mag, which you can usually only acquire in battle. Try to be as open and as receptive as possible to your followers' feelings when communicating with them.
I like free mag.
We swore we'd become royal knights, worthy of the title, and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
surely you jest.
God above, Hulkenberg, is it truly you? So it is you. You've returned.
Rotanth?
Rotanth?
Nani?
What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man.
Huh. And who's this pup?
Pup.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Bizzle, a friend of hers.
You associate with this boy? Disgraceful.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulge the company of this elder brat. You, what's a proud member of the knighthood?
Uh-oh. About to get all racist in this shit?
Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
Suppose like attracts like. The dirt suits a fallen knight.
You!
What?
Oh, calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander? You mean yourself?
Yes.
This guy seems actually kind of like an asshole, Hulkenberg.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors.
So I see.
And?
And you? Clearly you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead?
I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
Whoops.
Ah, of course. When you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow.
How dare! Choose your words with care.
No need. I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg.
Sorry.
My apologies. Sorry you had to see that.
Are you okay? Don't worry about it. What a scumbag.
Listen,
You okay, Hulkenberg?
Just kind to ask. I do understand his anger. It was by my choice that our promised paths diverged, after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Bizzle, let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk now.
Yeah, says Hulkenberg's earnest faith and deep trust.
I will never forget that fucking handshake we shared.
Not the luxury of regret.
Reach the mad cost of studying the Knight lineage. Hulkenberg may defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness. Ooh, we get shit like this too? Hell yeah. That's that good stuff.
Pardon me. Begging your pardon, but how do you know that fellow who just left?
Merely an old friend.
In quotations.
You don't say. Well, see you around.
Very
Let's leave our training for another time.
Yes.
That was kind of weird.
100 drills or 1,000 swings. 'Twill take an unsparing regimen indeed to purge this distraction.
Oh god. Hulkenberg and I return to the others. I got a decent amount, 900. That's not bad. Probably gets more as the further along you get too. Back to the Hush Honey Ding Doodly Inn. Hear a voice.
You seem promising, but
Brigitta comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk to her. I wonder if it limits me though. I wonder if like, for example, I'm gonna be barred off from doing like Hulkenberg's now until I've progressed the story enough. Like, will there actually be story blocks for some characters? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I see an exclamation point. What is that? Don't feel anything right now. Oh, it updated her thing. She her synopsis down here. That's what it was. She reunites with Redanth, a friend from her knighthood days. Now promoted, though he rebukes her, she believes in her path. Yeah, it's funny. This time around, too, unlike the Persona games, you seem to get a max of 8 ranks as opposed to 10. Also, looking at the calendar here,
What now?
it actually kind of makes sense because instead of having 7 days, you have 5-day weeks. Though I suppose it's still the same number of days, isn't it? It's actually 5 weeks. It's just 5 weeks in a month. Okay, maybe that's not. Maybe not as different as I thought. All right, Brigitta. We're definitely gonna be learning about whoever the hell whatever kind of cute animal she's got in her office. All right, whether it's like Mr. Kitty or a doggo or something.
Her in a storm.
Ah, just you.
Ah, so it's you. You must seem unscathed. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, should we discuss your assignment?
I'm in.
Now then.
All right, come in.
Now then.
What the heck is that? Oh my god!
This is what I want you to handle.
The dog?
I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return. There's one rule, however. Cannot let anyone else find out there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes.
That's it? Is there actually some vicious monster? That's it? Is that it? Sounds simple.
Yes.
It is, but you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me.
Bar?
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited. But I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you.
Why me? Why hide it?
Why?
Why are you asking this of me?
You.
Because you are as far removed from my business as anyone could be. In case it bears saying, don't even think of crossing me. Being associates has worked out for us thus so far. You don't want us to be enemies.
That's right.
Her name is... No, never mind. Call her whatever you want.
I'm gonna call you Billy. Not sure why, but I've been trusted with taking care of Brigitta's dog. Brigitta.
It seems strangely attached to you already. You're
I
weird.
see now.
Suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter.
Why do you know that? Did you look into me?
Why?
Did you look into my background?
Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Or has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow?
Speaking of,
Long ago, there was once existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legend wielded a power very much like yours. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps.
How's that mean?
you.
I'll be frank, Bizzle, you're bad for business. But that's precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit. But ain't the damn things. From the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. As long as you've got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off of bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get ever stronger, and the weak only cast even further down.
As it is.
My hands are not bloodless in that, so I'll endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no?
It says Brigitta's faint expectations and trust towards me. Oh god, the dog just pooped on my foot.
Yet still they oppose me. Farewell.
Don't wipe it away, alright? Let him poop on your shoes.
Aw, man.
He has claimed you.
Do I have to, though?
Let's go home for today. I'll give you your pay.
Done already. I haven't done anything, though. Probably done any work, though.
You've exceeded expectations already. Made the dog like you. Something impossible for me.
Ha!
See you.
Oh, I actually got money too.
Till next time, we'll be waiting. Or at least the dog will.
Okay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Evidently.
A group of corpses was discovered in the Tradia Desert. Travelers aiming for the world capital, it seems.
You're right.
There's a lot of monsters out there.
How tragic for them to meet their end so close to the destination.
Exactly.
Be received a request for the equipment center, did we not? Should we slay the monster ourselves?
Yes, we shall.
Am I really fine with this?
Stroll comes to mind. Man, should go talk with him. Boy toy Stroll.
Ah, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day calamity in mind for me. I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. Thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it. If you're not too burdened, would you care to join me?
Hell yeah, brother.
Let's do this. For you, Stroll. Anything.
Then let's be off. I've heard tell that there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. I can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been looking for.
Stroll lore.
Grand Trad's so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamor, though. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There's still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but
that's...
Yeah, young Master Leon. It couldn't be. Oh my god. Another familiar person showing up in my friend's life.
I know that voice.
What are the odds? They happen to show up right when I'm talking to him.
Rangif.
Rangif. Rangif, is that truly you? You made it out safely.
Oh, who the fuck is Rangi? My name is Chimichanga. Oh, Rangif, you're always such a kidster. Who the hell's a kidster? My name's Chimichanga. Oh, young Master Leon. My goodness, look how you've grown.
Hold on.
Friend of yours?
Truth is,
He served House Haliatis when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangif, this is Bizzle. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
Who the fuck is this short glass of water?
Forgive me for saying this. Time's not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? And how are the others?
They're all fucking dead. I ate them. After the human attack, the survivors fled to the capital. No one can make a living among the ruins in Halia, much less restore it. Most arrived here only with the clothes on their back. Their livelihoods were destroyed. Without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away.
No. Then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is in name alone. I'm so sorry.
Your kindness is more than I can ask for, young master. I've always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital.
I mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here. All the more reason then I have to help somehow.
Let's find a way to help. We can build some houses. Shall we take them with us?
yeah.
Let's find a way to help.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I only wish I knew how. Who holds authority of the area you're staying in right now?
In Ishkia Marquez, Lord Hydran.
I see.
The Marquez, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydran a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all of Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is much worth in collateral.
Young master, please. Our woes should not be yours to shoulder.
I already bear their weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy, lost in the panic, and I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
Oh, definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action. So let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but
You honor us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydran. Lord Fire Hydrant. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse.
all the more reason I should speak with him myself if that's how he sees you.
Let's go talk to him.
Stroll.
I think I'll have a word with him.
Huh?
What? You're coming too? Moving forward, we'll be in no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not have to add my personal woes to that.
I'll make the time. That's what friends do. I insist.
It'll be fine.
We're friends though, aren't we?
you.
Very well.
Oh, getting a huge big boost. I like, by the way, every time I get the little things inside of me, I get my glowing demon archetype eyes. Like, bleh.
Very well.
Thanks.
That's what lovers do. What? I mean, friends.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude.
I feel Stroll's deep trust in me. And my deep thrust in him. What? Sorry, what?
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
When Stroll attacks a human monster, critical rate increases. Ooh, cool. It wasn't actually the same as Hulkenberg's. Hulkenberg's might specifically be hers because hers is like, she was originally a knight, right? That's all about defending. And he's a warrior. I figure it's gonna be, because a lot of the party member ones that you got in Persona were usually like, a lot of them were kind of like the same thing. Like occasionally they have a chance to knock you out of a status effect or have a follow-up attack or something. This actually might be unique per character. That's cool. You have my thanks as well, Sir Bizzle. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands. Please, enough with the young master thing. Will you not stand on ceremony?
Let's head back.
I would have us meet Lord Hydra without delay. The sun is going down. Let's return for now and meet with him another day.
Another day. I got Big Mag on that one.
What is it?
What is it? What you doing here? Hey, what's my popularity at this point? 6,328. As of yet, thou art but a shunned outsider. Okay, so this is actually, it's funny enough, I think this is still better. I don't think that's what it said before when I was like 8,000, where I was just like a literal nobody. Now they know me, but I am still shunned. In the time to come, we shall judge if thou art a worthy vessel for our power to become the true king of this land. Now must have many faithful encounters with comrades to be and mass the souls of many heroes.
They seem to be saying anyone can become king, but we know it's not that simple. Focus on breaking the prince's curse. Hopefully we don't have to worry about it.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna continue making some food here. Just continue my building on tolerance here until I get to level 2. Okay, blah, blah, blah. No tweaks.
No.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said every time. Yeah.
I think maybe one more time maybe will be enough. Oh, we didn't get anything new. Yes, it only goes, it stops you from hanging out with your followers for a day, I think. It didn't update, so yeah, it's not like I could just go straight through to the end. Some of it I think is just story blocked. I had a feeling. All right, time to head to the Tradia Desert so we can go beat this thing's ass. Also, while I'm out there, I probably should see if I can't get my healer class to level 10. I'm pretty close now. It's rank 9. All right, so you actually can go back out here. Cool. I actually wasn't sure if that area was literally just like this is just for the tutorial of the game. Or like the starting part.
However,
Can I overlook the fact that there are bandits here as well as monsters? Keep this desert safe gives me quite the headache. In any case, exterminating a few more monsters could prevent tragedy. Fewer travelers would be attacked. I'm prepared at the ready for your command.
Can you believe a wasteland this wild has been so close to the Grand Trad all this time? Makes for easier bounty hunting, I suppose. We should attempt to reduce the number of monsters here, for the sake of the travelers that pass through this area. All set then? Ready when you are.
Let's do it, guys.
this place.
It's be full of monsters.
Let's go do it.
Let's go.
Must seem to be on the rise. And this goes to the capital. Does it take long to feel you're really in the wild?
Yes.
In present times, make the capital a popular travel destination. Cannot sit idly by. This bounty apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but something called a mandula.
Oh, there it is.
Was that the monster just now?
That was fast.
Did it approach because it was sensed us?
So apparently.
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. Can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So you aim to lure it out. As good a plan as any. So let's be about it.
Majula Abagada. Main bounty targets appear. Some bounty requests require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you defeated the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you prepare for the real battle to begin. Does it actually like tell me how many I need to do? Oh, I see. It just shows them on the map. Funny, it doesn't actually show the area I traveled before. Screw you, wild dogs. Ow. And birds. Treasure.
Nice. Amazing.
Okay, with this, nice. It's just free money, bitch. Oh, Mr. Kitty's out here too. Handy. Mr. Kitty, what are you doing here? Save my game. Mr. Kitty asked you to save my game 3 hours ago. You are showing up at the fucking worst time. I'm trying to chase something, Mr. Kitty. You're not helping. You're only scaring it off with your ghostly presence. You know, you can take your help and shove it right up your Mr. Kitty ass. I don't need you right now. Make me lose focus. That's some superior rusted armor. I think I already know what that is. Funny enough, I feel like this is actually kind of a different area than we were before. When I started the game. Yeah. It's a big open area, but I haven't really seen any, like, roots or any familiar things that I saw at the start, like the giant dragon bone that could run under. Which was, like, over here. Okay, there we go.
Look.
It's something huge. It's headed right for us. So you mess with this pack has made it really angry.
Big Angie.
Roar! Fuck you, kid.
All right.
Finally appeared.
Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in the town are essentially trapped.
One certainly expects peace in a desert, but something like this to appear.
No kidding. This is the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We gotta do something.
Watch yourself. This is no mere worm or wild dog.
Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here comes. Brace yourselves.
Roar! Okay, resist fire. Just like the guy I mentioned before. Try this shit. Oh, big critical. War cry. Ow. Slash.
The power of come forth.
Power of a god.
Sword, don't get sloppy.
Hey, don't dodge it, dickhead. Ow. This guy's almost dead, actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, done. That wasn't bad. All right, healer is ranked up to 10. We did it.
However,
If this bounty had been left unaddressed, the military must be truly short-handed.
Even so.
True. Well, I'm glad we can profit from it. Sort of thing really is their responsibility.
yes.
I could not agree more. Yes, the threat to this area has been neutralized. For now, anyway.
Right.
Absolutely. That's enough for now, Bizzle. Let's go report into the recruitment center.
What do you think?
Leave it to us. Now, should we return to the entrance?
No, I'm gonna keep exploring.
Okay, but just a little. Maybe still be monsters around, so keep your eyes peeled.
That's right, literally every other monster's area I'm over level for. To be honest, we kind of wiped the floor with that dude. I'm almost thinking we could have potentially done that before the deadline. I thought that this mission was potentially unlocked after we completed the necromancer thing, but I don't think so. I think it just would have unlocked at the same time. Damascus Shamashir for the warrior. I don't know if that's as good as the thing he's already got though. Oh no, this sword's fucking kicks ass, dude. Yep, just a big old ass open area. Nothing too crazy going on. All right, let's go talk to Moore then.
Well, well.
You've developed the healer. Seems your assignment is complete.
Incredible.
Huzzah!
Imagination? As I thought, I sensed a sudden light in my mind, illuminating what was hidden.
Fascinating.
Thanks to the research and the strength and influence of your archetype, a flicker of memory has returned to me.
What kind of memory? You remember everything. Who are you again? Who are you again?
What kind of...
What kind of memory is it? It occurs to me that I conducted research on archetypes in the past as well.
Research on archetypes?
It is precisely this power that could make a real utopia like my novelized vision. Yes, it is more than feasible. However, that fool of a king turned his eyes from the utopia I dreamed of. The book you carry, and this library's vast knowledge, all condemned by his decree. Ultimately, I was locked in these chambers, shut away in secret, and, most outrageously, killed.
Wait, what? You've been killed? You're dead? Ultimately, I was locked in these chambers, shut away in secret, and most outrageously killed. So you were locked in there and killed? So you're dead?
I've been alone ever since, except for my feline companion Plateau, of course. Believed I would die here, never knowing who I was. It was because of that fear that I immersed myself in research. I hoped that I might leave some proof that I once lived. That too came to a standstill.
In truth.
And then you appeared. You've given me an opportunity not just to research again, but to regain my life. Frankly, I hesitated to expect anything at all. We saw no developments here. I was prepared to finally give up.
However,
But the miracle of my memory returning has convinced me. This power of archetype, it is the original magic. and it may shake the foundation of all we know.
Change the world. You may be right. You're exaggerating.
Yeah,
I change the world, and I'll prove it.
I see.
I can already see we will make a fine team. As for your part, you'll be needing a power that can oppose Luis. Let's continue our research further, that you might reach the apex of your abilities.
Feel Moore's mild expectations and trust. Level 2.
I look forward to continuing.
Reduce the mag cost of studying lineage. Increases the skill inheritance slots for the secret lineage to 2. Ooh! Moore's magic igniter becomes accessible from the main menu. The archetype tree becomes accessible from the main menu.
Wait, what?
The archetype tree? Oh, I can look at the tree from the main menu. I couldn't really do that before. More skills can now be inherited. Okay.
How delightful.
It appears that nurturing archetypes results in a deeper bond between you and the academia as well. I believe you are now at a point you'll find use in this. It's an igniter that would allow you and I, as fellow seekers, to share our consciousness even when we're apart.
I don't know about that.
This right here.
So long as you have this, you can study archetypes from anywhere you'd like. However, when you've completed a research task, I'll still ask you to come talk to me directly in academia.
Press Y on the main menu will move you directly to the archetype tree. You can study archetypes at any time without going to academia. Hey, that's awesome.
I do require your power in developing my research, not to mention, I value the time I get to spend speaking with you.
Well then.
To change the world, we must examine things from a different angle. Your next research task is to study the heroic embodiment of the gunner. If you haven't yet acquired the gunner, perhaps you need to form a bond with someone more mechanically minded. I'm sure it'll help you hone your virtues, along with other meaningful opportunities.
This one's important.
Okay. You just study the gunner archetype.
Until next we meet.
Marvelous. Already I can barely contain my fascination. My mind races for the first time in ages. I'm counting on you.
Cool.
There they are.
Well, that's new. What the hell? Where were you earlier? Ow!
Someone get him back on his feet.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
There's no way out of this.
Well, that sucks. I think I'm gonna die now.
So this is where it ends.
Yep. Funny. Everybody out here was weak as fuck, and suddenly this guy showed up at the moment I stepped out of academia. Where were you earlier, sir?
Right there. Okay, let's give this all we've got.
Uh-oh.
I stand ready.
I think this guy might be, like, super buff. Oh, bitch. We gotta get out of here. This guy's crazy. What level is he? Oh, he's red. I didn't even see what level he was. Come back here, dude. Level 46? Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, I realized when I did like I got like behind him, right? And it was like, and I knocked him down at like 1400 damage, but it's got based on like some percentage, right? Holy dumb shit. That guy was not here earlier. Seems like maybe he showed up after I got rid of the other dude. I ain't fucking around with the level 46 guy. There probably is some way you could beat him, maybe. But even getting the drop on him, dude, like, I don't know. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe he might be just too tanky as he is. My best spells. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern.
All right.
I like how this like after, you know, mission meal together. It's cute.
I'm taking out the man jewel that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now.
Tis a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we most certainly earned it. Glad we were able to help people, too. Bizzle, let's go report to the crewman center before we forget.
Well, we managed to avoid the day of calamity. That doesn't mean we should waste the time we've got left before the theocracy makes its proclamation.
So,
I agree. Luis is to be our opponent one day, and I will be ready for us to face him, confident in our strength.
Guess we're splitting up.
You know, all things considered, I think we did a great job today. Let's get some food in us, and then we can hit the hay. Go to sleep! So we earned our rest today. Good job!
Alright, so my friends and all of us share a brief moment of peace. Peace.
Time marches on.
It's very, very grandia, you know?
Draws nearer.
How we like all eat together like that, have that little moment. It's cute.
Well then.
Oh. I should discuss this with him. Oh god, he's ready.
Say there.
Oh, interesting. He's ready, but not Hulkenberg. Wonder why. Maybe it is certain days? I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood what you guys told me. I'm pretty sure you guys mentioned that it doesn't actually matter what days. Hey, recruitment guy, give me my money. Where's my fucking money? Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty. Certainly is this rampage entail. In the military, soldiers fled from it in fear. You lost something else. Here's rewards promised. Ticket is yours. Huzzah!
We did it.
Slain. $10,000 and some more courage.
All right.
So we're about halfway. Maybe 2 more. Oh, and our popularity went up. All right.
Amazing.
It's really 10,000 reef here. Ready for more contracts so they pay out. Wait, hold on. I gotta wait for the Xbox achievement to go the fuck away. This will.
Fred Cat, we don't have any other contracts to offer you right now. We were sent in other cities could also handle contracts. Take a look if you have the chance. Okie dokie. Woo! Sweet. Progress. All right, let's continue with Stroll.
Oh, it's you. Saying put it like this was the day calamity mined for me. It's a bit of a hand. It's regards of Lord Hydron, the landowner in the Grand Tribe my family old caretaker mentioned the other day. We must say he's clever, not in the good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. I'm just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, so we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue.
Lord Hydron.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Stroll, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron. But how do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Hallia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray. No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Hallia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by. And so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
no.
Are you implying I should do this as some manner of charity? It might be compensated anyway. Or that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with? It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means.
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I am under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid.
Are you giving up? What about your people?
What?
What about everyone from back home?
Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, did I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people. And no matter your stance on it, I'll do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the world capital too young. It's a pity.
You have terrible phrasing. Yeah, you won't help him.
Hang on.
Then maybe you should help him.
Stop.
So let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet.
Even though I really greatly appreciate that in secret. That's all right. You may have failed, but you're our failure, young master.
I'm so sorry, Rangif. Was able to persuade Lord Hydron to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide.
No.
Please don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Haliotis must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restore to its former glory, or, I should hope, to greater heights still. I've heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should...
Wait.
Excuse my interruption. Did you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one.
So you were unaware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there are any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia.
Do you think of any leads?
Let's go investigate.
Well then.
Sounds like an investigation is in order.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, so.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, all right? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase.
No, we do this together, bitch.
No.
No, we'll do this together.
But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been there to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long, so I face the ruins of my home head on. But I ask for your help yet again. Not sure I could take another step without you at my side.
Asa strolls deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve. Burgeoning bulge. I mean, what?
The proud noble Stroll, keeper inheritor of the warrior's virtues.
No.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Pair this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fill thy destiny.
Ooh, all right. We got someone to rank 3.
Of course I'd like you to come, but
Adept. The party can now study the Sword Master. Cool. Can now study the Sword Master in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. I do hope you'll find the inheritance with your parents left you. All they'd hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. They'd be so proud of how wise beyond your years you become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect.
I'm not worthy to share the mention of my father. Whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return.
Stroll and I return to the others. Cool. Join the Stroll lore. Gonna do this shit together, man. We're gonna make sweet love at the end. Oh.
I wonder if he'll come again. If he does, he's gonna take good care of my dog!
Brigetta comes to mind. I managed to go tell her
what is it?
how fucking hot she is too. Okay, so the warrior type, or the swordmaster. Oh, interesting. He just gets round slash, which is normally the move you need a synthesis for. Slash dodge, increased evasion and slash stacks. Deal minimum physical slash damage to all enemies. Deal heavy physical slash damage to all enemies. Damn. Increases basic attack power by 50%. Wow, that's quite good. Ooh, the classic Vorpal Blade deals extreme physical slash damage to all enemies and increases their attack for 3 turns. Phantom Swordsman deal physical damage 4 to 6 times to one enemy. If it's a killing blow, add 1 churn icon. Physical damage to one enemy adds 1 churn icon on a killing blow. Severe physical slash damage to one enemy. Dope. There's actually another level even beyond this down here, seemingly. Besides multi-target attacks, it also possesses skills to increase basic attack damage to help rely less on MP. It's interesting though, because it's not like he gets everything that the previous class had, you know? That the original warrior class had. Which means you can still inherit these though to the next class. It's not just like, yeah, this one becomes obsolete, right? Which is kind of an interesting way to go about it. All right, Brigetta.
Just you?
Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed.
All right, let's do work.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walking around the capital so it keeps quiet. It quiets down and gets the energy out of its system. can't be seen coming in and out of here. No questions and get to it.
This is so silly. I took the dog out without anyone seeing and walked her around the capital.
Oh my god, it wants to scratch you so bad.
It seems to have taken a liking to you.
But
I can hear from downstairs. Don't get it too excited.
Doing out of town.
This is on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down.
That's what's cute about her. It's proof she's smart. You jealous or something? you baka or something? It's proof she's smart.
Listen,
But she's a smart girl.
It trusted you unconditionally, sight unseen. You think that it makes it smart? Smart. Sure, whatever you say.
Waff.
hopeless.
I've never liked this thing. This is the first time I laid eyes on it. Fuck it. Fuck it and fuck you.
Why are you looking after it?
It was on the side of the road. Bared from the neck down. Head bleeding too. Probably by a rock at some point.
It's over.
I could have just given up and died, but it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it.
You hated it? This poor little dog? Poor little dog? You feel drawn to it at all?
In those days,
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memories of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence. So I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought and I survived.
it's a living hell.
It was hell.
really.
I never guessed to see who you are now.
What am I doing? Talking to a child about this. Shut up! Fuck
Just
you!
a fantasy.
Just like that dog. I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Sure.
Understood.
Yes.
Good. While we're on the subject, a word of advice.
Listen.
This world is a bottomless hell. A bog of endless muck. If you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head soon enough.
Don't ever forget
To
that.
survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you. And indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I say that is well within your powers.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware that there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag, obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you, not just here in Grand Trad, but across the kingdom.
This is Brigitta's attempts at kindness and trust.
no pain can stop.
All right. Lineage improves the exchange rate of the mag exchange. Cool. I don't exactly know how much of that I'll be using, especially now when I have the merchant class. I'm kind of doing a lot better on money now.
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours after all that. Greus tried to kill Luis, did he not? Then I imagine you're aiming for the same thing.
You there.
What are your true motives? What do you really aim to do?
To improve the country, to make my mark. Tell people like you. I
Honestly,
want to see people like you, Brigitta.
I hated it.
If it were anyone else telling me that, I'd kill them where they stood. But, for now, I'll restrain myself. Can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come back again when you can. I'm sure that dog will be delighted to see you.
I don't think I did very good on the bonus mag there.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws.
I don't know if I was imagining, but I think in that one where I think it was with Stroll where I got like all perfects with him, I think I got like bonus mag too. Because it seemed like, you get like this general amount for every like 3 points you get. And that one seemed like combined, I got like way more than I would have expected. I don't know though, it might just vary. It also could be that just, oh wait, we're on sale today. It could also just be that sometimes you just don't get as much mag or you can't possibly get as much mag. All right, I'm gonna wait for this. So I'm gonna come here and get some of this shit freaking purified. I don't actually know if this is marked down at all. From what I checked earlier, I think this is actually the same prices. Maybe? I don't know. Whatever. It's not that much. Fist of Salvation. Increase damage against the undead. Increases light attack strength. Perfect for the healer. And Sentinel Greaves. I'm actually increase defense at the start of combat. Dope. Oh, you actually do get another class of the merchant, but you have to be rank 8. Oh, you have to literally be maxed out with her. And I don't imagine that's gonna happen for a while. Oh yeah, what's the passive for him? Oh, I didn't realize this version gets a scarf too. Being hit by an enemy during overall combat will not trigger battle with enemy advantage. Really? That's different than this one, isn't it? Oh, no, it's actually the exact same. Yeah, so it's the exact same passive. Never mind. All right, we got this eloquence lady over here.
Yo, the Elda tribe, have you had any experience while you're in town?
Why do you ask?
So many people in this town use tribal differences as an excuse to do most outrageous things. Part of a group working to help people whose tribal origins make them targeted for harassment. We exist in cities other than Grand Trad as well. Right now we're collecting funds for our cause. This cause doesn't seem to interest most people, so I haven't been able to raise much money. It really pays me the asses of an elder like yourself, but you can find it in your heart to support our cause. Just 250 reeve or so. That alone could save one person from the Duke in circumstances.
Sure.
Thank you. I swear I'll use the donation as best I can.
Appreciate it.
Don't believe you really donated. Are you interested in activities? If you don't mind, let's discuss this more with you. There are many who support the cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but the reality is so discouraging.
Gonna be tough.
Well, she's serious about helping out where she can, but seems kind of down. Maybe we can cheer her up.
So this one encouraging the activists. we're encouraging the activists. That's how I'm getting my eloquence up. Let's try to encourage her. Let's try.
Happy to hear.
Oh, how wonderful. Please come this way.
Buck up, buddy.
The Parapist, the Yu, Grief, the Mistari, and of course the Elda too. These tribes are abhorred by the other tribes. Without a great deal of wisdom or skills, it's impossible for them to get a normal job. Work is especially limited for them here in the royal capital. You've seen the executioner in his back alley, right? Dirty work like that is all that's available to these tribes. Having a job is better than nothing, though. Though those less fortunate must choose between starvation and banditry. Actually, no. There's one other option. Become igniter experimentation subjects. There's no guarantee they'll survive those.
That's terrible. What kind of experiments? Oh, that's terrible.
I don't know.
That's so awful.
You be careful too, please. I don't know much about the experiments myself, but I do know, even though they're all over and are considered useful tools, blood is being spilled for their development. I don't have many people on my side. I haven't been able to help many people yet, but knowing there are people like you out there gives me confidence to go on.
Take care.
People like you who see injustice, like to try to do something about it. This world would be a better place with more people like that.
So his support was a support of encouragement for her. I feel like my eloquence has improved.
All right.
Huzzah! Not a whole lot, though. Got me some fairy dust.
Not much, but here. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
We had hard exchange of opinions. About time to get back to everyone. All right, well, that wasn't exactly a ton. It does seem like all these other options don't really give you much. Funny, that one was actually only available in the day, too. All right, let's keep making this shit. Just too good. This might be the last time I need to do this to get to level 2. Yes. Oh, wow, actually flew past it. Huzzah! Tolerance.
Tolerance.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up thy mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
Conquer needs that precious kindling with which followers' passions may be enhanced.
So I think this is my one more day till we all die.
So Fortin's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? What's this proclamation of his going to be anyway? What if he's going to thank us for what we did in the Craig Cathedral?
No.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the state army is getting all the credit for taking down that human, after all.
We should know soon enough, so there's little point in contemplating it further. Until then, let's simply do what we can as we wait for events to unfold.
Okay. Sing's grand announcement's happening tomorrow.
Stay there.
And Hulkenberg still doesn't want to hang out. Okay, let's try this guy now.
Oh my, is that a fairy I see? A real fairy?
Well, me. I got the first person to like fucking notice that she exists. Everyone else just ignores her for some reason.
Sure.
Look, I know I'm rare, but do we need to make such a big deal out of it?
I should explain. My family has something of a history with fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell stories about fairies before bed, which given me to tell you on.
I wonder.
So you grew up on fairy tales. No wonder you've got fairies on the mind.
If I listen to this man's tale, my imagination might improve.
What do you think? Do you want to listen to the elderly gentleman's tale?
Sure, bro.
My thanks.
Imagine that, getting to tell a fairy tale to a real fairy. Come, let's find a table at the tavern. Once upon a time.
Long ago,
Now, this story goes back to my grandfather's grandfather. Once far, far away, there was a village out in the countryside. There was a cave nearby that the villagers prohibited anyone from entering. One day, my ancestor, who was just a boy then, decided he had to see it for himself.
Come on.
So he defies elders? Yes, it just sounds like a handful.
Runs in the family, ha! Anyway, sure enough, he ventured deep inside and soon became swallowed in darkness, hopelessly lost. A handful or not, he was still just a boy. His bravery failed him. He sank to his knees in the dark, crying pitifully. But then, something bathed in a warm light caught his eye as it approached him. The little light actually spoke, saying, "Pipe down! You can't cry in a place like this." He was shocked. After he got a good look at it, the boy realized it was a fairy, pulsing with light. He was so relieved his tears only magnified. But the fairy couldn't bear it. Throwing her arms up, she said, "If you want to cry so badly, fine. Suit yourself." And she left. Before he knew it, the fairy returned. "Come on, follow me," she said. "I'll show you the way out." You see, she had sensed a dangerous beast in the cave, and compassion won that day. She tried to get him back to safely to the entrance.
Oh, yeah?
Huh. I thought the fairy was kind of cruel at first, but I guess she had a good heart.
When they arrived at the cave's mouth, the boy turned to thank the fairy. She'd already disappeared into the thin air, and instead was the giant beast. Apparently, she went and called for him and asked the beast to eat him, and so he did. And then she stole money off his dead body. The end.
Okay, never mind. I take back what I said.
Time marched on and he grew into an adult. He visited the cave countless times, hoping to find and thank her, but he never saw her again as long as he lived.
oh my.
Oh, but look at the time. Better bring this up again later. If you'd like to know the ending, I'll be around.
The script of that story, The Mysterious Fairy. I feel like my imagination's improved.
All right.
Okay, a little bit.
Well then.
Back to the others. Oh, my memorandum got updated. Oh, ha! It actually updated the fairies thing. Intelligent life forms that originated separately from the 8 tribes. Fairies are magical beings who lives are dependent on magic itself. Their wings are organs of magic conveyance, making them float naturally, so they only flap them to stabilize themselves in the air. Fairies can also sense the presence of an absence of magla around them through their 5 senses. It's a skill that can be shared among fairies, and with training can even be shared with people for short periods of time. In ancient times, this skill was called face sight and was quite prized. It's been told that even kings sometimes took fairies with them on their journeys. Though different sexes exist, it is difficult to visually discern, and their appearance does not change with age. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. I didn't get an update, but Brigitte can actually rank up again.
I doubt I'll ever see him again.
Why are you doubting that? You hired me. It's been like a couple of days. Calm down. I found it kind of funny how easily we were able to level up knowledge. You know, like I got like a good amount from this one over here and a good amount from that mission. But then it feels like by comparison, like some of these other ones give you so little, you know, from these dudes. There's probably better ways to raise them later on. I think you guys did say that if you do proceed with these ones over here, like even the other one down here that I was like, didn't seem as good. You know, this one, the not as good tolerance, that you do eventually get more over time. It's like, because it is sort of like progressing through a story of their own, which makes sense. But still, I wouldn't be surprised if there ended up being just better ways to do it.
Oh, so it's you. You seem unscathed. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. For work, there's nothing here for you. So just go home.
What? Oh no, the dog passed away. What happened? Something happened?
Come inside.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately,
Fortunately, I no longer have any work for you. The dog is no longer here.
Did she run away?
That would have been preferable to the truth. But no, she was taken. I'm sorry. I know you kept your silence as promised. Unfortunately, that didn't stop a thief from sneaking in, disguised as a vendor, and taking her away.
Not the dog out!
They left behind a letter that read, "Those who spread magic united shall face the wrath of God." It's not hard to imagine what happened to her. I'll find the culprit before long, and I'll make certain they get what they deserve. However, this isn't the work of a single person, but that of a larger organization.
those people.
Anti-Igniter extremists. Bunch of filthy, rotten cowards. The pup was innocent in all this. I shouldn't have kept her.
Time to go full fucking John Wick on these fools.
The moment I started caring about anything, I lose it. I knew that. Try to keep my feelings out of it. Why did this have to happen?
Brigitte seems to be fighting through the pain. Hug her.
For how long must I live in this hideous world? If only I had disappeared instead.
Tears are not. I can sense the pain, sadness, and frustration Brigitte is feeling. Words would be of little comfort here. Perhaps if I stirred her imagination, she would be relieved of such despair. Imagination?
What?
A book.
I told Brigitte about the fantasy world depicted in my book, trying to give her even the faintest glimmer of hope.
Well, people will help one another, respect one another, and live in equality. How quaint.
But
The author was a sheltered man, I take it. He knows nothing of the real world.
this world.
The only equality is that we'll all inevitably die! Die! The path to the point is different for everyone, meaning everyone has to fight through their own hell.
Maybe. I don't think so. That's not true.
You're an Elda. You live in a world that hates you. How can you still make yourself believe in light, even through all that? I can't see the light myself, but I know you can, and I really do want to believe in you and your vision.
Since Brigitte's profound sadness and her grasping to trust.
We're gonna find the motherfucker. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him together.
I couldn't ask him to stay.
More inheritance slots! Widens variety of items sold at the Lycion Magic Association. Ooh! Cool.
In any case,
Here's your pay. Include what I set aside for your future shifts, too.
Thanks. I won't take it. I'll keep visiting. Now sticky visiting, Brigitte.
why?
Why? She's gone. I have no more work to give you. What's left for you here? You don't need to come here anymore.
Shut up, Brigitte.
Left the room without another word.
You shut your dumb, dirty mouth. I'm gonna be back here tomorrow. I'll see you fucking try and stop me.
The disaster was averted.
Disaster was averted, Greg Chun. All right. So now what?
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Okay.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears.
Your bunny ears.
Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially
Just another
recognized
Tuesday.
these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty.
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
That's right. You!
Even me.
Even you!
If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh?
Hey?
You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost.
He's just gonna
in the
stay up there the
running.
whole time, isn't he?
We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
We still know who that third person
Not
is, do
quite,
we?
friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic.
Ah, yes.
Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper?
Or generic
Or a
NPC.
slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere,
But fuck nowhere.
the crown's within your grasp.
Yeah.
Anyone in the land could be our next king.
Scott here getting everybody hype.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good. It means Luis is literally got plot armor.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking?
Yeah, really?
Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Uh-oh.
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Probably just sad about her dead dad.
Stupid dad! Raising all your death flags!
Where?
Maria, where are you?
You're kidding.
Where could Maria have gone? Wait, oh no.
I'm gonna bet maybe where Grius died. Oh, interesting. So the protective effect seems to only apply to the top 20 candidates, or those whose face appear on the coronation rock. Resisting the magic chains to continue to attempt harm results in the chains tightening, potentially causing death. However, what constitutes as harm is unclear, and it's not known if there are loopholes or exceptions. Very interesting system, you know? I mean, it does make the king look like a big dumb idiot, but it is also kind of cool.
Let's go.
I'm gonna check over where Grius died.
Hello there. You know that little half-blood girl? Look, you can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside.
Wait, you let her pass? Why?
Where's her eyes looked? I'll be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while. I don't know how many glares she gets.
Like I said, it's like, you just let her walk out here alone? Anyway, I didn't stop her.
Huh? Why?
What are you doing here? Let's go home. Everyone's worried about you.
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral is broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier,
Oh.
I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Poor baby.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
Oh.
It's our fault.
What? How?
You?
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
Don't worry.
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
If you let my dad die. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
I want a sandwich.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
What's up, bro?
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
I'm not waking up for this. Try to calm your mind. Let's think about it together.
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book.
Hop in this bed right now.
Is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe.
Yes. Let's go deeper.
Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration?
Yeah.
Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us.
Funny, the king seemingly locked away more, right? For his story, for being like unrealistic, I guess, or for potentially going against the church, yet he seemingly was attempting to follow the ideals instilled in him secretly, you know? Like, even though he shut him away, seems like he actually maybe was taking to heart some of the stuff that Moore put in that book.
Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Just drown all that shit out.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news?
Sky again.
The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
And this year's American Idol. Fucking Ryan Seacrest comes out. Paula Abdul, Brandy Jackson, Simon Cowell. Everybody's here. They're all gonna vote for you. We just need you to come up here and sing us a Gwen Stefani song.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials.
Interesting.
First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch? Or in it to win?
No fucking way. I thought he was about to say fucking Guy Fieri line. In it to win it? Good luck. I don't know if anyone remembers this show that you used to have called A Minute to Win It. And it was hosted by Guy Fieri. And every single time, without fail, whenever they was about to do a challenge, he goes, all right, you've got a minute to win it. Good luck. And then, or he always at some point say, like, are you in it to win it? He just said it so many fucking times that the show. I felt like he was like contractually obligated to say it every moment he could get. Shit cracked me up. But anyways, he says so much, it's like stuck in my brain. I thought he's, are you in it to win it? Minute? Good luck. I always want to finish it with a good luck whenever I hear it. Yeah, woohoo, yeah, whoa.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
That attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. You wouldn't leave it unprotected.
Why would he even be holding on to it at this point?
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we can take action. As an Elda, I'm an outcast in the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. We enter the tournament of the throne. We get the people's attention. We make Luis come to us.
We'll make Luis come to us.
How would we accomplish that? We're but strangers to him, and he gains nothing from it.
You don't think there's a way?
Oh. I thought it was just a fancy way of saying we do this. All right, whatever.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis.
That's what I mean.
He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit, but it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Interesting. I guess it's true that Luis doesn't really know who we are at all, right? It's not like he knows, like, oh yeah, these guys trying to murder me, maybe, or I don't know, maybe he might have that, but we have like no real connection to him in any way, right? We've never actually spoken.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. When I found out, I'll be as good as Demon dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
If it's for Maria, it's fate.
If it's for Maria's sake.
I see.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the Prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
I see. So that's how they're setting this up. I was wondering how they were going to go about this, because it was pretty clear that I was the one essentially running for quote-unquote office here, right? For king and all like the promotional material. So, but I am essentially standing in for the prince. Well, does that mean when I'm like over here telling people to vote for me, I'm actually telling people to vote for the prince? But I feel like it's still, I feel like I'm still going to be saying myself, simply because that's, if I said for the prince, right, that would kind of out me. Because he thinks the prince is dead, or is hoping he has no chance of this. No, it's going to be me talking for myself. But then I guess once I've got enough power, I think that's the real question is, if I get people on my side, if I then suddenly go, okay, hey, by the way, the prince is alive, here he is, actually representing him, would they even turn to him? Would they be okay with that? I mean, I think they think more than likely because he is the prince, right? He is the crown prince and everyone likes him and just thought he was dead, so it probably would be okay. But interesting. I do feel that this likely, the way the story is going, just based on this setup though, is that it will likely end with like potentially the prince dying and me actually trying to be the actual king, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Thanks, Hulkin Doodle. I inherited Grease's journal.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger?
No.
Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
Yes, I'll admit I'm nervous. I have to carry on his legacy.
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
It's called America, dear. Say it with me. America.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow. Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Popularity increased by 1 billion.
You'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That's the plan. I'll never actually succeed. I hadn't thought of that.
I hadn't thought of that.
Is it even possible? Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
Yeah, it's like the whole point of this is just get powerful enough to where Luis notices me, and then I can like be like, oh, never mind, I guess I'll work for you, and then try to hopefully find the curse or way to break the curse there.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you. We'll meet again.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
You silly belly, you.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we are unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceania's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
Okay.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering. I'm not a kid. I'm asking the questions here, bitch.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. They're a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it...
Yeah, this guy in his glorious perm.
Weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
Ah, shit, someone recognized us.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too.
No.
Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
I just got done killing a big monster. Damn it.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You not here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Mine.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. You have any idea who that is?
Who the fucking fuck are you? Look at this absolutely flamboyant, beautiful man.
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
I don't know. Stop his evil deeds? Don't need to win. Maybe he has a big head.
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win.
Sharp as always, Captain.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
This guy we've been seeing here for like, this is the start of the game, just hanging out. He finally speaks.
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton.
Barton.
A guard captain from Atira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say.
Yikes.
If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
You're not pitiful. We would never laugh. I want to help you.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
Kick his ass.
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Okay.
Oh, what's a whippersnapper like you doing here? To tell me you're actually thinking of participating in the tournament of the throne.
Oh, the audacity of youth. What the hell is this weird looking dude? Demo Man Goddard.
That's rich. A mere fledgling with no experience. Oh shit. No experience or history to speak of as king. The idea makes me sick to my stomach. The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of great age, but with years of experience. You know, upstart school children like you and Luis dare to. Hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral.
Suppose he's a candidate too. Fucking race is he? Oh, he's one of the yeah, the like Brigitta, I think. Yeah, with the markings and stuff. I thought he had like metal for skin. I thought he was like a fucking mechon.
Is that the bounty for Hazme?
Hazme, you sure you can handle that? We can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there. You're normal, all right? Either that, you're just green. Head to Martira. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
And you find and bring Hazme, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings in Matira. Despite his bounties, evaded capture and straight remains a mystery. Holy shit, 100,000? Big money.
Let's call it.
We got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now.
Big money.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about.
That's all we gotta say.
Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances,
we're all being very coy.
And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
The opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow.
Let's rest.
Probably stay inside and rest today.
All right, guys. I think this seems like a good spot to end things here for now. Oh, it's getting good, man. This is getting good. I'm really enjoying this now. We're starting to actually feel like getting to the meat of it. I was waiting to see what exactly our excuse for essentially having me run for power, right, would be. Or if I really was just going out representing the prince. But no, I am kind of representing myself and secretly representing the prince. But like I said, I feel like the way this is going to go is I feel like I see feeling that maybe we won't be able to save the prince. And in the end, I will be the one to actually truly take the throne. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy this episode. If it did, please leave a like and a favorite. Oh God, my voice is still kind of jacked. And subscribe if you're not already. Become a Piggy Penguin or the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy. Oh my God, voice, please.